Welcome to the official Handball Blitz Show podcast.
Woo!
You've got two-time runner-up Junior League State School 2008-2009, Lockie Sands here. I'm joined by Nick, who is...
Yes, hello, Lockie. It's great to be here. And yes, as you probably do know, I am the credited with inventing the reverse backhand twist.
Oh, was that you?
That was me. A long time on the courts of Lismore, and good to see it filtering its way through. It's a very professional move, and I'm hoping to see it in the later stages of the Handball Blitz competition. But listener, you'll be with myself and Lockie throughout the Handball Blitz journey this year, back for Season 3, bigger than ever. And this morning, well, it got underway, and what a start it was.
We did. We headed out to Windsor State School, and knowledge is power out there, but handball is power as well. They've been playing, the school opened in 1865, and I think they've been playing handball since 1867.
Yeah, just a couple of years there, just making sure the association's rules were being correctly followed. Of course, we have different rules to the Northern Hemisphere. There's a lot of politics at play. We'll go into that at a later stage, but yeah, they've been dominating the north side scene for a very long time, Lockie.
They have. Erin was a contestant last year that made it all the way through. I think it was the quarterfinal. The Northside quarterfinal with a broken wrist, mind you.
Incredible. Something she actually did whilst training for Handball Blitz last year. Now, she could have dropped out, but instead she decided, and she was playing below her age group there, still managed to get through to the quarters, knocked out a really impressive challenger along the way. Couldn't go quite the journey. It was Alex that made it out of the Northside finals last year. And I will say, played on sort of polished concrete in those semi-finals out at Nudgee last year. Checked out the courts this morning down at Windsor. Yep. A little bit of a more course surface, I'd say. Okay. But the amount of infrastructure they've got down there at Windsor State School, quite incredible. They've really they've invested in their handball program, and I think we're going to see a lot of them through the Northside finals this year.
Well, I do know that we went out there this morning, obviously. They've recently redone the courts out there. I've seen fresh paint on the Windsor Road courts.
Absolutely brand new, Lockie. And look, there was such an excess of handball players this morning when myself and Mitch turned up that there was still, and I love this is old school, there was some just squares of concrete with a couple of lines in them.
Oh, yeah.
Now, for those that couldn't get on the big courts, they were still there. Now, that's a sort of like barrio favela style handball. So just because they've got the infrastructure doesn't mean that the spirit isn't there. There wasn't anything manufactured. This was real handball, Lockie, and it was very exciting to see.
You won't believe this. I'm actually on the school website right now, and I've got up the school master plan, and heading number 1 is handball.
Incredible.
What are we planning to do with handball at this school? And they've done a fantastic job, I think, so far, producing talents like Erin. I'm looking at this website here, and the courts look fantastic, and the talent on display this morning must have been outstanding.
And that's the thing. We saw a real mentality coming from the student body, even grade 4s challenging Erin, the now grade 6, who, it has been said, if she does make it through the Handball Blitz Grand Final at Suncorp Stadium on Friday the 23rd of August, playing in front of 45,000 people, they will dedicate a mural to her.
That is fantastic.
There's 3 stories of bricks just sitting above the handball courts, and Lockie, it would look incredible. That promise has been made, and we will follow through on that.
As far as tributes to female athletes in Queensland, that would be one of the few.
Yeah, you actually think so. There's a statue of Laura Geitz out the front of the State Netball Centre, but that, Lockie, is actually the only one we have at the moment.
There you go. So a mural for Erin, if she performs well. No pressure, obviously. We're not putting extra pressure. And it doesn't have to be Erin. It could be any one of these Windsor talents.
No, of course. As we said, all you got to do is just head to the Nova Play, register your school, register yourself. And as we said, we brought the handballs around there this morning. The kids were pumped to have them. And actually, we saw some of last year's handballs, older models, the 2023 version. Yep. They were still out there in the court now. It was a bit beaten up like an 80-over-old ball in cricket, but we took the new ones, new precision-engineered technology out there, the ones with the cold and heat testing in them. And I'll tell you what, the bounce and pressure coming off that surface, as we said, quite a coarse surface on the new courts there at Windsor, it was sensational. So a lot of high bounce this year. So it's really going to reward those power players in backcourt, I'd say.
Fantastic. Mitch obviously did go out there this morning with yourself, Nick, and he caught up with the new principal. Obviously, there's a new principal brought into this. I don't know what was done in the whole process of signing her on, what the job interview was like.
Well, I think they just brought in a new handball program, had a vision for the future, and they want to invest, and let's have a look.
At at Windsor, any opportunity to work hard and play hard, we say yes to. So what I do know is the calibre of enthusiasm, like you said, the passion, that's all you need for handball. What a great game.
Absolutely.
You know, sportsmanship. If you're out, you're out.
Yes.
And get down low, no double bounce, learn the rules.
And all grades are the same. All grades coming into it just as passionate, just as strong this year?
Absolutely. I think we've got a bit of passion in Year 6 because last year, Year 5 took out the trophy.
Yeah,
so
saw that.
Erin, who was a semi-finalist last year, let's
Whoa.
make some noise for your
Erin.
champion. Now, Erin, I think Windsor actually was the last stop we had in our search for finalists ahead of semi-final
Yes.
days, and Erin, I mean, far and away the absolute leader. So much so, I actually figured you wouldn't be here this year. I figured you were in grade 6 last year. You were playing at a grade 6 level.
I
no
hear she's
grade
taken
5.
her game to a whole new level, Mitchie. Can you confirm that?
Is that true, Erin?
Yes.
Yes, she's taken to a new level.
Yeah, absolutely strong. She stood in front of her cohort and pretty much spoke to the competition to say, I'm back. She's had a really solid preseason, looking stronger. That wrist has never been better. So she's ambidextrous again. She's got both hands across the court, playing with a non-dominant hand as well last year. So I would really watch out if you're coming up through the north side. If you're on the south side, rest assured you may not need to meet her until the final.
What I love about Windsor State School as well is that usually what a school might do is they might have their own, students who like to play handball, a couple of representatives from across the grade, and they just send them all through. And we welcome that. Anyone can register right now on the Nova Player app or Nova FM, but they've gone, no, we're going to elect our school champion. And that school champion, they hold their own tournament using the official Nova rules, which you can get on the Nova Player app as well. They elect a school champion, which was Erin, and she was chosen last year to represent the school. And I think that's fantastic for that handball program that they've got going out there.
Well, that's the thing. You want to see students investing in it, the teachers, the staff, everyone's behind it. And again, that's what makes them a really great grassroots handball school. So again, all the details are there. Lockie, I'll be out tomorrow. I'll be heading to a brand new primary school. We'll head to another part of Brisbane tomorrow, and also very exciting. I'm very excited to see the pedigree and what 2024 has in store for us this year.
I can't wait.